it's Sandra. Welcome to yet another episode of Asexualise, My Asexual Life. This is supposed to be for education about asexuality, all things asexual. I share my own asexual life journey in order to help you in yours. If you haven't already subscribed, what are you waiting for? Hit that great big subscribe button right here, right now. Please hit that bell icon so you get notified of every time I go live like now or post. If you're new to this channel, don't know who I am Sandra Bermy, author of this awesome Asexual Perspectives book out on Amazon, and also this fibromyalgia self-help handbook can help you to manage fibro, or if you haven't got fibro, have more happiness, joy, and less pain in your life. So yes, I have got a big rant today. It is a rant. I will admit it. I'm a sex repulsed asexual. I've been back on Facebook dating now since the 7th of May. We're now looking at the 24th of May. Happy anniversary to my parents, by the way. And yes, and I got some ranting to do. Right, so what am I ranting about? So I'm a sex repulsed asexual person. I hate sex. I can't stand it. I'm really not interested. It makes me want to throw up at the thought of personally doing it for me. I'm okay for other people that want it, like it, and it's consensual and everything's good and they enjoy it, right? But the fact is, I openly share on Facebook dating and in Facebook groups that I am asexual. I am sex repulsed. I hate all types of sex. I don't know how many more times and which ways I can spell it out to people. But still, a lot of guys don't seem to really understand, or they just seem to think, from what I can tell, that I'm making it up, or I don't know what they're doing. So on Facebook dating, I was talking to this Indian guy in the UK, and I thought we got on okay, and we've been talking and messaging backwards and forwards a little while, but mostly it was me asking him the questions I felt, and it was me revealing more. He did ask me some questions, but it's more of a case of me asking. In the end, I was asking more questions, and also it was kind of like he took an interest in what I did, but he wasn't really sharing much of himself with me. Now, when someone is not sharing parts of their life with you, and they're only kind of like asking about yourself and trying to get you to share bits of your life, they're really hiding stuff. A guy who wants a relationship or serious friendship will openly talk about himself a bit and his life and that. There's one Indian guy on there that I get on really well with. I know he seems a really nice guy, but this guy I thought I got on well with, but he wasn't giving much away, and he asked me to date. Right, he asked me would I mind dating him? Not like would you like to date me? Would I mind dating him? Like there's some sort of problem with it or something. So he asked me that yesterday, and it's like I said to him, like, at the moment I'm gonna have to decline because I don't know anything about you. The only thing I know about you is you're a nurse, basically, and that on your day off you went on an outing and did some cooking. That's all I know. I said, why would I date someone I don't know like that? What would be the point? I don't understand. I said, and besides, I'm a sex repulsed. Well, I didn't say sex repulsed asexual. I said I'm asexual. I don't like sex. Those were, that's what it says in my profile. I said, and so we wouldn't be compatible. I said, because you even if you're saying you don't want intimacy with me, you'd be looking to get that elsewhere. And I'm looking for a serious monogamous relationship, not for a guy to get that elsewhere. That's not what I want. And so, then I declined. And he said, oh, well, we can be friends at least. And I said, yeah, I'm happy with that. And he's like, oh, I don't have many friends in the UK. Because he revealed that he's not been in this country more than 9 months, basically. So I said, okay, yeah. And then if we want to meet up, we'd need to share our Facebook profiles and then have a video call. Because I can't meet up with a guy, obviously, that I don't know his Facebook personal profile and I haven't seen him on a video call. And then he refused that. And then so I had to end even being friends with him when we've been messaging backwards and forwards for quite a few days. And to me, this is just a frigging waste of time. It's like, why waste my time? Why? If you don't want to, if you're interested in dating me, how did you expect to date me if you won't even add me as a friend on your personal Facebook profile? It makes no sense. And if you want to be a true friend, why not add me on your personal Facebook profile? Because a guy like that's got stuff to hide. He basically wants something secret. And I'm absolutely fed up on there of guys wishing me to be their secret. It's like, I'm not interested in a secret relationship or secret friendship. I'm interested in a proper, valuable friendship, valuable relationship, something that's worth my time, and so I'm slowly deciding to thinking about giving up on Facebook dating again, but I probably have to take a break if I do that, because I'm still talking to a guy on there at the moment. So obviously I'm not going to go off it. But as I've got some compliments paid me as well, a couple of sets of compliments, I'll probably just take a break in a while if I need to from it, because I'm just getting a bit fed up with it again now. It's like, you know, it's like this, the sexual guys that I'm dating, you know, it's like they're not taking me seriously when I say I'm asexual. I don't want sex. And they seem to think that it's okay for them to go and do stuff with other women and just keep me dating me. It's like, it's not okay. I don't want to be used like that, you know? And so, you know, I find it really difficult to actually have any dates where, you know, a guy actually believes that I'm asexual and treats me with respect and is honest and thoughtful and kind. And I'm having that trouble, and also finding genuine friendships on there. It's like, can you not be friends, proper friends with the girl if she's asexual? You know, clearly not, it looks like, you know. But there is one guy I'm still talking on there. He seems very respectful so far. I seem to get on really well with him. I found him very intelligently stimulating and really nice to talk to. So I don't know if you would want to be my friend on actual Facebook, but we'll find out, I'm sure, down the line about that. But you know what I mean? It's just like crazy. It's like, how can you expect to be a friend to someone probably if you won't even share your personal Facebook? You know, that's what it's for, friends. Why am I carrying on with him in a dating app if I'm not wanting to date him? And even if I was wanting to date, I still want someone to share their personal Facebook with me. You know, for safety reasons. It's ridiculous that this is happening, you know? And so personally for me, it's getting difficult. I've been in a Facebook dating group, an Indian Facebook dating group with over 44,000 members, a lot of guys in there, and that I went around Easter time, you know? So that's just going back over a month ago now, about 6 weeks, I think. I'm still getting guys come through for that. But the trouble is, some of those guys are then trying to randomly friend my friends. And I hate those type of guys, you know, that do that, you know, because they're just after having loads of women online to be having internet relationships with, basically, you know, and after tons of women. And like, again, it's so disrespectful and stuff, you know, it's like you can't trust a lot of them. I've had to block one of them yesterday who started saying after some time, he's like, oh, you know, well, we'll get to know each other and I'll come live with you. It's like male sense of entitlement, not... I don't want a guy living with me, you know, and it's clear that they just want to come over to this country for a visa and to use me. It's disgusting and I hate it. You know, I get fed up with it, you know. And so, yeah, I'm finding it more difficult now. It seems when I'm meeting up, the heterosexuals, they don't really, you know, they're not really taking me seriously about my asexuality. You know, it's like, what do you not understand about I am a sex repulsed asexual? It's no good keep asking me about sex. And also, I'm looking for a serious relationship. I don't know how I can make it more clearer. You know, I think it's because heterosexuals associate a serious relationship with sex. And so they don't understand how you can have a serious, committed, no sex relationship. They just see it as you're either going to be in a relationship and have sex with me and date me and have sex with me, or you're just gonna like be my friend with benefits. And it's just ridiculous. And so I'm finding it really difficult to get across to sexuals. I am genuinely asexual. Yes, I like passionate kissing. Yes, I'm quite sexy in the way I like to kiss. I do have some sexual behaviour with that, but I'm definitely 1,000% asexual. I'm so sex repulsed. I'm not interested in doing all sex, anal sex, any type of sex. Right, and sadly, it seems like a lot of them are just ruled by their dicks. You know what I mean? It's like, what is the matter with you? Do you not want genuine connection? Do you not want genuine love? Do you not want genuine friendship? It seems not. And so, you know, I find it's a shame, you know, because I actually thought there was some decent guys on there, and that, you know, I could make some actual connections, either actually possibly find a heterosexual for a relationship that could live without sex. Although that's getting less and less likely again now, and I'm just thinking I just want to talk to asexuals. And one of my asexual guy friends ended up messaging me. I was so relieved because it was just nice to have a conversation about business, about their family and stuff. Just nothing to do with sex or sexual stuff whatsoever. you know, and I really missed talking to asexual guys. I really want to be with an asexual guy, to be perfectly honest with you, not a heterosexual. I don't actually, you know, there's good things about dating heterosexuals, which is the fact that I really love passionate kissing. I love romance, but I still think I'm more romantic than a lot of heterosexuals. And I still think I'll probably kiss more passionately, and I'm a lot more sensual than they are. They're like sexual, as in, I want to just get down and have sex. I'm more sensual, as in, I want to like kiss, cuddle, and hold your hand. I want to stroke your, thank you for the thumbs up, I want to stroke your arm and stuff like this, you know. And I just find it really difficult. They're just geared by their and controlled by their penis, a lot of them. I'm sorry to say, but it's true. A lot of them on Facebook dating and Facebook groups, it's like, have you got nothing better to do with your time and talk about, you know what I mean, and be led by? And it's like, you know, they seem to not want real connection or real relationship. Is there anyone in the world that wants a real, proper, true relationship these days, or is it just all like, let's play games online? You know what I mean? And let's just have some fun all the time. You know what I mean? I don't want that, you know? And much as I like kissing, I don't want a kissing only relationship. And I don't want to be dating a guy without the possibility of it actually leading to an actual relationship. I don't see the point, you know? I have thought about, you know, could I just do the dating thing? But I just find it a waste of time, you know, because I'm very busy with all my self-employment stuff that I do. I don't have time to be wasted by guys who are just like, you know, trying to keep me in conversation with their own sexual means. And I don't think it's very nice at all. So I'm now finding it really difficult again to date heterosexual guys. I'm finding it, you know, that it's just all, you know, it's all to do with sex. It's like, you know, if you're not going to have sex with them, it's kind of like they just see you as a friend, but they see you as a friend with benefits, not an actual proper friend. And it's like, I'm not a friend with benefits, you know, like I don't want asexuals to be used. Right? Asexuals are not to be used for friends with benefits, as in, oh, I'm going to date you because I've got no one else to date, or I'm bored, or I'm lonely. And then when someone comes around the corner that's going to give me sex, I'm just going to like drop you, or I'm going to keep dating you, but really have sex with someone else on the side. That's just using people. I hate people like that, you know? So have some decency. We may be different sexual orientations, but the least you can do is have some decency and be honest and say, I really need sex. I'm sorry, Sandra, I can't date you or even be friends with you because I'm really on this app just for sex. But I really appreciate your time. It's like, yeah, thanks for your time. Bye. You know, what's the point in wasting each other's time? I don't see the point. They have some, I don't know, fantasy about me, some of them, and they just like to waste my time. It's like, I'm not here to be time wasted, you know? And obviously with dating, you've got to be prepared to put in the time, energy and effort. So of course I've got to allocate a certain amount of time for dating if I'm going to continue doing that. But I'm getting so fed up with it again at the moment and so despondent. And it's like, you know, it's like, does no one want a true, real love connection relationship? You know, like when I look at love, when I think about love, because I've had some guys on there like, oh, you know, what's the difference between love and having a sexual relationship? Love is a feeling from the heart. When you love someone, you love them with your heart and your mind and your soul. It's got nothing to do with the body whatsoever. You know, when you love someone, it's like a feeling you've got inside you. When you're apart from them, you really want to be with them. You want to spend time just to be with them, just to be in their company, just to be around them, to chat to them, to hold them, to care about them without any sex stuff, you know? And a lot of sexuals, they can't separate sex from love. The sex is a completely different thing. It's just genitalia mixing. You know what I mean? That's it. Some people like genitalia mixing, some people don't. I don't personally like it, you know? There's no need for it. It's got nothing to do with love. And so, you know, I'm finding it really, really difficult now to continue dating heterosexuals because it's like, I really do want an asexual guy. If I have an asexual guy, I won't have to worry about him going off with someone else, having an affair, using me for kissing hookups, using me for just dating hookups and stuff like that, you know? And it's like, I deserve to have a really good guy for me. I deserve to have a really nice, kind, caring, committed guy who really wants a serious relationship and stop faffing around, you know? I think it's good if you can find an actual suitable relationship because then you can stop wasting your time with other people that don't really care and are just users or players or just bored and got nothing better to do with their life, you know? So I know that dating's always a difficult thing to do, you know, but dating heterosexuals again, I thought was going really well. And now I'm just like fed up with it again. It's like, oh gosh, can you not please have some decency about you, you know? And it's just so sexually led, you know, and any guy who's not going to even add me on his Facebook profile can just forget about it. Absolutely, excuse me, no way I'd meet up with him either as a friend or more than a friend if he's going to do that, you know? So, you know, I mean, if we're going to date heterosexuals, we need to know it's going to be hard, and there's going to be hardly anyone that can actually live without sex. It's very difficult. You know, a lot of the time they just lie. And the last thing I want to do is end up with a liar, because, you know, like, what is the point? It just wastes our life and wastes our time. But I do find it really hard lately, you know? It's really difficult to see if tell whether someone wants you as a friend or not on there. It's kind of really hard. And then do they really want true friendship, or is it just friends with benefits? In my experience, most of it's friends with benefits, you know? And it's like, you know, are there no people in the world in Facebook dating that actually want a genuine connection and looking for real, true love instead of just genitalia mixing? It's just, I get very despondent, you know, because it's like, come on, we only live once in our life. Isn't it important to find the right person to actually be in a settled, loving, caring, committed relationship and actually feel a person's love, feel a person's warmth, feel a person's soul, feel a person's heart, you know? Not all this genitalia rubbish, you know? I say that with the utmost respect for people who love genitalia, but you know what I mean? It's like, it's too focused on that. That's not love. You know, that doesn't last. Like, I love kissing, but I do need other things in a relationship. I do need, like, intelligent conversation, you know? And to actually be a friend, like, best friend with someone. You know, like, if more and more people in the dating scene actually chose to have friendship at its core, which is what it should be, even a romantic relationship, even a sexual relationship, a good, healthy one, should have foundation of strong friendship, because it's all about working as a team. A relationship is about working as a team, having really high communication levels, being able to like kind of like know the other person so that you can like, kind of anticipate what they're going to do and say, and you know, be very consciously aware of how you affect the other person and be kind and caring towards them, you know? I just get despondent when people are lying or trying to use me to just date me or have me as a friend but with benefits. And it's like, come on, please, folks, are we adults here in this world, or are we just playing childish 5-year-old games, you know, like school playground rubbish, you know? But it seems to me that it's a very, very childish mentality with dating heterosexuals, where it's just like game playing or something, or it's, you know, and it's just like they seem to be lonely, so they just rather like keep you hanging on for alternative purposes and methods, you know? And so it's really quite sad. I'm not saying everyone's like this, it's just my latest experience, right? But there are a few, very rare few guys in the world that, you know, I'm talking about guys, swap it for another gender, that can live without sex, or a heterosexual, for example. But they are few and far between. And the trouble is, a lot of them lie on Facebook dating. You can tell they're lying, you know. But this last guy that I had to block tonight, it's like, you've been talking to me for days, but yeah, you want us to go out together, but well, first you wanted to date me, then you said about being friends, but you won't even add me on to your personal Facebook profile. How is that just good? It's not good, you know? So, and people who do that are just being secretive, and they don't really care about you as a person, you know? They don't want you in their actual life. They just want to obviously use you for some purpose, where they're bored or whatever. But yeah, you know, not everyone is like this, but I do think if you're a sex repulsed asexual, it's a lot harder to get a relationship than any other type of asexual if you want a relationship, you know? Because if you're sex repulsed, obviously, if you're aromantic asexual, most aromantic asexuals don't want a relationship because they don't want romance, or they don't experience sexual attraction. They don't want a relationship, but a proportion do. So obviously, if you don't experience romantic attraction or sexual attraction, you're sex repulsed aromantic. That would be quite difficult for you. But in general, I think sex repulsed asexuals find it the hardest to get their needs met in a relationship, but also, you know, like make sure that they have someone who genuinely could live without sex. Is very difficult to get. You know, and so yeah, so I personally, if I had the choice between dating heterosexuals and asexuals would win every time. I find the conversation just so much better. It's usually more flowing, it's usually more in depth, usually a lot more intellectual. It's usually a proper conversation going on, you know? an adult conversation, like people having back and forth conversation, which is what a healthy relationship should be like, you know. And, you know, I find it difficult to be taken seriously with a relationship when people don't understand what I want. Like, I put in my profile, I don't want sex, I don't want marriage, don't want kids, don't want to live together, but I want a romantic relationship with kissing and cuddling and holding hands, basically. And then I still get guys going, so what do you want? It's like, I've already spelled it out to you. And I still get guys going, oh, I want to live with you. But I've already clearly stated in the post, I don't want to live with someone. You know what I mean? I want marriage. It's like, I don't want marriage. I've clearly put that in the post. Why are you wasting my time, you know? And so, yeah, I find that they're not reading. They're just ignoring, which is really, really rude and disrespectful in the first place. So if you are sex repulsed, asexual, and you're finding it really hard to date right now, I understand you completely, because I'm having the same issues and the same problems as you. It's very hard going, you know, and, you know, like, people don't seem to believe that there's real, genuine people who don't like sex. I don't like sex. I don't know how much more I can spell it out. I'm not interested in that. Haven't had it for over 10 years. Don't intend to have it again in my life. You know, so it's just kind of like really, really weird. Anyway, I'm going to love you and leave you for now. If you want to do some ranting as well, feel free in the comments below. I'd love to know what your rants are about dating heterosexuals. Are they similar type of thing to mine? Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you like it. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that bell icon so you get notified of every time I go live, like now, or post a new video. And yeah, have a good discussion with it in comments below. Comment now. I'll see you soon on the next video live stream. Mwah! Lots of love. Take care. Bye.